just another point you mentioned was reviews and following up for reviews. Do you use a CRM like Marcade or Jobber or something like that?
Currently, I have a CRM. It's just a simple one. It's Invoice
Okay.
Home.
Okay.
I manage all that through there, but that's the next step for me. We've talked about Marquet
Mm-hmm.
through our Facebook group with Alan, and I really think that that's going to be important for me as I take the next step in our business, to categorize jobs and really have that back end intel, because
Mm-hmm.
right now it's more manual for me, and that's time consuming. So I'm that's my plan, is to shift over to that before the end of this year.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I asked because a lot of the many CRMs, they have automatic review ask functionality. So when an invoice is paid, it automatically shoots that client an email or a text message asking for a Google review. So it's just an easy way to, take that right off your plate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
automating.
unfortunately, I'm just playing the handyman in it, and I'm hands on doing that stuff and sending out the text, and I'll send out thank you cards with another nudge in the thank you card is, please go in and do a review. But what I've found most effective is to I will send a link from Google that takes them right to my review page, because
Yeah.
I don't have any type of like, I want it to be as easy for them as possible, easy as
One
possible.
button, you know.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
button, click, let's go to the review page. Here it is. And it make it easy. Like, hey, really thank you for giving us the opportunity to come out and do the work. If you're happy with our service, it would really help us, because we like to find clients like you. If you could go onto Google, and here's a link to the Google review, my Google review page, and give us a review, I'd really
Hmm.
appreciate it.
Mhm.
And
Hmm.
people are, people are just really nice, and I'm very thankful for the reviews we have. And we're close into 25 reviews right now, and they're all 5 stars. Um, I don't, gosh, it's an honor to have all 5-star reviews.
Hmm.
So,
That's pretty amazing.
you know,
Yeah. Pro
uh,
tip too on the ask is best time to ask for a review is right when you're leaving the project or leaving the house,
yeah,
and just ask them right there
agreed.
on the spot and be like, you know what, I'm gonna send you a text message or an email, and then before you pull out of that driveway, you send it, and that's the most surefire way
Hmm.
to get that review. Uh, One thing I want to ask, you mentioned thank you cards. You write
Yes,
thank you cards for all your clients
I do. My wife and
every
I will
single
write
job,
thank you cards. And say that again.
every single job.
Not every single job. That's where I have to be more consistent. The busier I've gotten, some things have fallen by the wayside. And that is one thing
Hmm.
that I do not like, that has fallen by the wayside. But every job,
Hmm.
doesn't matter the size, I don't discriminate in them. But I also invest a little bit more money into a very high quality thank you card.
Hmm.
Um, I've got some really thick cardstock material. We have a nice logo on our thank you card, and we spend extra money for that, because I think it just means a little bit more, and it kind of
Right.
stays in line with our professionalism of
Hmm.
how we value the client, and what we want to portray our business model as.
I love that. So you just had them printed at a local print shop and keep them on hand, and you just manually
Yes,
write them out with your wife and
write
mail
them
them
out.
out.
Write them out.
Yeah.
Put another business card in there on our thank you card. It just has our Derby City services at the top, has our phone number and our website at the bottom, and in between there, that's the space to be able to put what we want to say, and we personalize it based upon the job that we had, and
Hmm.
we ask for referrals in that thank you card, and just really appreciate the opportunity to perform the work at their home.
Hmm. Yep, it means a lot to have a handwritten thank you card. I mean, that's important, and I think that's something that, as you grow, and we've talked about this a lot in our business builders group. That's stuff that if you delegate, you can make sure that it gets done and not make sure it doesn't get, put behind. That's something that we have a CSR that she handles following up for reviews. So she follows up every 2 weeks after the job is done. She gives them a call. She sends them an email, this and that, and then she sends it at that same time. She sends a thank you card, and then also birthday cards and things like that. So that might be something that'd be worth looking into down the road. Is kind of automating that with a person to do. Or I think you I don't know if you can, but you probably should be able to send that with Marquette. You
Yeah,
know?
there's lots of systems that that
I,
have that.
I assume,
Uh,
but there's something about the handwritten one.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
for
There's
sure.
something about that.
And I used to be in the direct mail business in the
Mm.
automotive advertising side. So we used to have a handwritten letter that was actually, it was a machine written font, but
Hmm.
it's got a lot more open rate. And I do believe that the personalization with a handwritten letter and a
Mhm.
handwritten note means a lot more to every client of every age.
Mhm.
You've taken the time out to single them out and thank them for the opportunity they gave you to come in and do the business. And that's really important.
Mhm.
Uh, we take too many things for granted in this world. And just by simply saying thank you in another way means a lot to a lot of people. And other people might look at it and go, another card, whatever. But you got to practice it. Make it
Mhm.
a process.
Definitely.